There's no time to sleep or play game Israel. This is a high season right here now, man. While we've been distracted, right? We've been distracted, right? By all type of things, right? Guess what? Esau, Edom, the enemy, he's working, man. The enemy is not sleeping, right? The enemy, he's getting ready. But our people are not getting ready. They still asleep right now, man. They got a new Pharaoh, man. They got a new Pharaoh, and then they're losing their mind. They're losing their mind. They got a new Pharaoh, right? So let's share this screen with you. I'm going to share my screen with you, as you can read right there. You see what it said right there, right? Right? This is from Bloomberg, right? It's a Tesla bet, right? You see that? It's a Tesla bet big on Bitcoin. He bet big on Bitcoin, right? Tesla. So, when we talk about Tesla, the owner of Tesla is this Edom I call Elon Musk, right? He's setting up things into the space, they're the ego. Nothing new under the sun. They're the ego, right? They're set on the earth to do weakness. It's just that we don't understand. So let's address these verses. I'm going to read it. Because this is our duty. As serving the Most High, through Yahawashi and Mashiach, this is our duty, right? So let's read this. I'm right here in the book of 2 Timothy 3 and verses 16 through 17. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verses 16 through 17. And it reads, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, right? That the men of Yahweh may be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works. So we got to keep in mind, right? The word of the Most High to always keep us well in line, so that we do not go off. The word of the Most High is to always keep us well in line. Because our people, we go off very fast, man. We go off quickly, man. As the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, we go off very fast. You see what I'm saying? We go off very fast. That's the main reason why the Most High, He gave us the word to keep us well in check, so that we do not go off, man. Because Israel, we go off very fast, man. Right? So let's go right here. Let's start right here with, let's go right here. Because some of our people don't know, right? Our people don't know. So we got to give them understanding. Right? If you take a look at the title of this video, right? The title that I put is what? That Esau, right? Esau, Edom, right? They're working, man. Right? Esau is preparing the gears, man, for what? The mark of the beast. Some people don't believe it. Some people don't believe it, right? But we're going to show you. Let's go right here. It's all leading to the mark of the beast, man. All this is leading to the mark of the beast. But some people don't believe it, right? Some brother, some sister, they don't believe it. They don't believe it because just think a little bit, right? Back in those days, right? So everything we did, it was through our war, currency, either silver or gold, right? Some people use carry. It depends, right? Or people were trucking, like you trading, you got tomato, then the other brother got, like, I'll say cucumbers, things. People were trading, right? And money was involved, pretty much. Whether it be paper form or gold or silver, whatsoever, right? But what you notice for the past 10 years, 15 years, guess what? Slowly, the money is vanishing slowly. It's been done slowly, but a lot of people don't see. They don't notice because they're busy. They rely on the government. They rely on a politician to bring out things to them. And that's what happened. And that's where he's leading us to right now, right? So this is the article. We're going to read it, right? Right? So Elon Musk, right? He bet big on Bitcoin. And you know, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. So what are we heading to, brother and sister? When you go, for example, in West Africa, right? They call something right now mobile money. So what you do, you deposit the money virtually, man. Esau is working, man. Esau is busy. He's working. But our people, we are asleep. And we don't want to hearken. We don't want to listen to the Most High. We don't want to keep the commandment of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Bear with me. Right? We don't want to listen to the Most High. We don't want to hearken. Meanwhile, the enemy is busy. Right? So all this is leading to the mark of the beast. People don't believe it. But keep in mind, watch out. The brother on the highway on the byway, they have been warning you, right? From different camps, right? They've been warning our people, man. We've been telling the people, watch out. Watch out. Right? So let's read it. It said, Bloomberg, Tesla bets big on Bitcoin, plan to accept cryptocurrency. In the beginning, they were acting as if like they were against it. But guess what? This cryptocurrency, this type of, I would say, wicked devices was set up by who? Esau, Edom. Right? And slowly it started gaining what? Popularity. Slowly, right? Because anyway, they're coming up with so many cryptocurrency. It's not just Bitcoin. Google, they got one, man. Google, they got one too. So the mark of the beast is real, Barry. You don't believe it? Hey, it's on you, man. The joke is on you, right? The joke is on you. You don't believe it? Too bad for you. So let's read this article. Let's see. Because our people, we ain't doing anything about it, right? We're just going along with it. Yeah, you know, it's all the will of God. That's what we say all the time, right? Let's read it. Bloomberg. It said Tesla Inc. invested 1.5 billion. Imagine that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. This is a warning, man. That's why I just got this news like maybe 30 or less than an hour ago. Like an hour, barely an hour ago. I was at work. I got it. I said, you know, I was preparing to do a different lesson, but the Most High is giving me the Holy Spirit. He letting me know. The Most High, you know what? Touch on this topic. So address it to your people. Right? We can't let it go, man. So let's see, he said 1.5 billion in Bitcoin and signal its intent, right, to begin accepting the cryptocurrency as a form of payment. You see that? As a form of a payment. So whatsoever money you got, you're going to have to convert it into Bitcoin and use it to buy. If you desire to do anything with what? With Tesla, anything from Tesla or Elon Musk, guess what? You're going to have to use what? The cryptocurrency. You see how it's coming out, right? Let's see. As a form of a payment, sending prices to a new record after the vote of confidence from the electrical market leader. You see that? So guess what? Right now on Wall Street, probably those, you know, that have, you know, asset or, you know, they have been investing in Bitcoin. Guess what? It's a good news for them because the share is going to go up. Right? He said, the Palo Alto, California-based manufacturer said in a filing Monday, it made the bet on Bitcoin after updating its investment policy, right, last month to allow the company to invest in digital assets as well as gold bullion and gold exchange traded funds. You see that? So Esau is not sleeping. Meanwhile, we're sleeping, and guess what? Esau is working. He said, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoins as a form of payment for our product in the near future. Woo! In the future. They're planting wicked devices. We are addressing. Subject to applicable laws. You see that? So the government is aware, buddy. The government is aware. He already received the okay from the government before venturing and investing 1.2 or 3 billion. Imagine that. Okay? He didn't just wake up and say, like the way we operate. No, man. He's already in touch with what? The government official, things like that. They say, yeah, you go how you do, man. That's our original plans, right? He said, for our product in the near future, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis. Tesla said in the security filing, you see, he filed it. So whatsoever he's doing is all legal. It's all legal. So brother and sister, this leading to what? The mark of the beast. Because more and more, people don't use cash anymore. What are you noticing? Now, you got a country like India, they're already dealing with cashless society, right? India, not only India. When you go to Sweden, Switzerland, places all throughout the world, everything being turned slowly into what? Digital. So everything will be what? Electronic. So if you need to do anything, guess what? You won't be able to buy physically with the money. It's coming slowly. It's coming slowly. People don't believe it. Hey, wait for it. Right? Let's read it. He said, the leading electric car makers' embrace of Bitcoins lends increased legitimacy to electronic currency. You see that? Electronic currency. That's where we're heading to. That's where we're heading to right now. Electronic currency. No more the paper. They're coming out with it, man. And most of this country, they're all done with it. Right? You say, which have become more of a mainstream asset in recent years despite skepticism from some. So some are like, it ain't gonna work. We don't believe it. Guess what is coming? The embrace of a digital currency fits the maverick image of Tesla chief executive officer Elon Musk, who upended the automotive industry with battery power vehicle and disrupted the equity market with the stock's ascension to the blue chips S&P, right? Okay, S&P, if you don't know what it means Standard & Poor's. Okay, 500 index last year. So this Edomite, listen, man, he's working. Now let's read some precept. Because our people, we don't know, man. I already read it. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verses 16 through 17, right? So we right here to give instruction to our people. Do not take the mark of the beast. Watch out. Do not take the mark of the beast. Do not. You first and foremost, you got to stop making tattoo. Once you understand that you can't defile your body, if the Mosai refuses that we can't make no tattoo, that is already war. A barrier for anything else. Shouldn't be putting anything contrary to the Bible or to the sound doctrine to your temple. You can't do that. It's against the Mosai. Right? Keep in mind. So we are already forbidden. We can't do tattoo. No tattoo. Okay? So let's read right here. Let's go. Let's start with the basic one, right? Let's start with the basics one. We'll start with the basic precept, right? You start with the basic precept, right? Let's go over there. The basic precept. We're going to read the basic precept. Let's check it out. The basic precept right here. Where I'm going to start with the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. All right, bear with me. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. Bear with me. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. Right? We're going to go straight to the point. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Like who? An example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Right? Is he the only wicked ruling on the earth? No. We got wicked in our own nation. We got wicked, sellout, rebellious, and perverse of our own people. Though they know this is bad, they say go ahead because of the money. The money, right? He said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So you see that? So the wicked, right? So let's keep that in mind. Esau, Edom, right? Let's go right here in the book of Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 7. Isaiah 32 and verse 7. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 7. Isaiah 32 and verse 7. And it reads, it says, the instrument also of the child are evil. So the child are evil. The wicked, right, are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. You see that? Even when the needy is speaking right. And that's what you see right now, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what is going on right now. Esau, this Edomite, and the other nation, in some sell out of our own people. That got the same spirit as who? Judah Iscariot. What is happening? What are they doing? They're in the bed with Esau to do more evil. They're coming out with what? Wicked devices. Like the mark of the beast. They're trying to cheat everybody. They want everybody to operate digitally. Soon, we're hearing that in the pills, right? In the pills, right, they'll start putting what? Nanoparticle. Just to track you. To be able to monitor you, your system, your immune system, your body. Isn't that evil? And we're just going to sit down here and just, say, it's the will of the Lord. No, man. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. We can't just sit down here and just consume, not knowing what is this food coming from. Is it clean? Does it meet the requirement of the dietary law of the Most High, the living God Yahweh? We got to check it out. Right? Let's go right here. This is the book of Psalm, right? Right? Let's go right here. This is the book of Psalms, right? Let's go to the book of Psalm. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 21 and verses 11. Psalm 21 and 11, This is the book of Psalm, chapter 21 and verses 11. It reads, Psalm 21, 11. And it reads, for they intended evil against thee. Against who? The Israelites. Against the whole world, right? He said, for they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device, the mark of the beast, right? Which they are not able to perform. Why? Why won't they be able to perform? Why won't Esau be able to perform it? Why? Because the righteous brother and sister, they will not take the mark of the beast. You see that? It's going to work on the simple of our people. The simple of our people, those that are unlearned, they don't want to believe in the Most High, right? It's going to work on them. It's going to work because they're simple. They don't know any better. They believe in the lies. Bow on to the brother and the sister that love the Most High and are keeping the law, the commandment of the Most High. It won't work on them. Fortunately, it's not going to work. You see that? So, we got to stay awake, brother and sister. We got to stay awake. Let's go to the book of Psalm, chapter 37 and verse 7. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 37 and verse 7. It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. That's what we got to do, brother and sister. Brother and sister, that's what we got to do. It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prosper in his way. So it's not because, we see, cilantro, we see cucumber getting rich, we see tomato is doing wonderful. He got 25 mansions right here downtown New York. He got 65 apartment complex, things like that. Okay, he got $6 million for his retirement. Listen, we shouldn't be getting, moved by those things. Because those are the things, man, that we lost after. That's we lost things after those things. Right? He said, fret not thyself because of him who prosper in his way, because of the man who bring a wicked devices to pass. So, the wicked, right? They can do all they want to do. You see that? They can do all they want. They can do all they want. We shouldn't be getting moved. We shouldn't be getting moved. We shouldn't be moved by the devices of the wicked. The thing that they do, they prosper in those things. Don't you see Elon Musk? The Most High has not smiled him yet. He's still doing wonderful, right? Last week he launched, a couple of times. What did he launch? He launched some space shift or whatsoever. He launched it. The first one failed. It was not successful. And then he was, getting on some branches of the government to, accuse them, say things whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? He's been doing wonderful, man. Don't you see? He's investing what? 1.2 or 3 million dollars or billion, imagine that, into what? Digital currency, cryptocurrency, right? Let's continue. Let's go to Psalm 140. Let's go to Psalm 140. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 140, and we're going to read verses 8. Psalm 140 and verses 8. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 140 and verses 8. It says, grant not, Lord, O Lord, the desire of the wicked. So we call on the Most High not to grant all these Edomites. These wicked people, whether it be from our own nation or from the other nation, the heathen, whatsoever, they are plotting to do evil against the anointed one of the Most High, against the Israelite, against the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. We call on the Most High to confound them. The Lord rebuke every one of them, man. The Lord rebuke them sharply, man. And may the wrath of the Most High, come down upon them from heaven, man. You see this? It's a grant, oh Lord, the desire of the wicked. Okay? They're trying to give everybody the mark of the beast, the 6 You got to bow down to that beast. So the beast right here is Esau, man. Esau, Edom, he's the fourth beast. That's the most established, right? To rule in his realm, to rule on the earth. Say, grant, O Lord, the desire of the wicked. Fear not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. So you see that? Hey, very simple, right? Let's keep on rolling. Let's go to Jeremiah 18 and 12. Jeremiah 18 and 12. Bear with me. Jeremiah 18 and 12. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18 and verse 12. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18 and verses 12. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices. That's Esau. Though Esau ain't got no hope, guess what? He said, I should go ahead and bring forth my agenda. The New World Order, listen, I'll see go ahead and bring it up. The mark of the beast, I go ahead, I make sure that I give them the mark of the beast. The, how do they call it? Gluten-free everything. That's Esau. Esau, he always got some, man. Esau got something going on all the time. He said, hey, will everyone do the imagination of his evil heart? And that's what's going on with this devil, man. This wretch. He's investing what? 1 billion into what? Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, electrical. Right? Let's continue. Right? This is the book of Proverbs 14 and 22. Proverbs 14 and 22. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 22. Proverbs 14 and 22. Proverbs 14 and 22. Do they not aid that devise evil? So he's every man. All you out there doing things in the lab, you're doing weakness, you're mixing things chemical, you're doing chemistry, you are coming, you're doing pharmacy, which is nothing than witchcraft, all this, and you bring it out, you put it on the counter shelf, or you put it on the counter on the shelf, and you label it, make it look good, and you just get licensed, and you start selling it to hurt the people. Just to hurt the people. He said, by mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. You see that? That's the only way. That's the only way. Listen, hey, I'm not reading. He said, do they not err? So why is the Most High say we do err? Why is the Most High saying that this wicked, this Edomite, right? And some of the other nations that are joining with Esau, because most of the nations, they're down with Esau, man. They're down with Esau. Because us as a nation, we're wicked, man. We off. That's why we don't know what's going on. Right? He said, by mercy, so mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. So there can't be mercy and truth unto those that do evil, that do wickedness. It's not happening. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 24. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24. And let's read it. Proverbs 24. Right. Proverbs 24 and verses 8. Proverbs 24 and verses 8. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. You see? So Musk or Elon Musk, right, or Tesla is devising weakness. So how did the Moses say we gotta call them? Mischievous person. He's plotting to bring in what? Cryptocurrency, digital currency, throughout all his businesses, throughout all his products. So let's keep that in mind. Proverbs 6:18. Proverbs 6:18. Proverbs, okay. There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verses 18. Proverbs 6:18. Let's read it. Proverbs 6:18. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, and verses 18. And heart that deviseth wicked imagination. What is the heart of Musk doing, or Elon Musk? Wicked imagination. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. That's what they do. They're quick to run into mischief. Esau, Edom. That beast, woo. That eagle, that fourth beast. Listen, they're quick to run into mischief, man. Okay? Let's continue. He say, a false witness that speak a lie and he that sow a discord among brethren. Right, so let's continue. So, as you know, Israel, this is the high season right now, man. When I saw this article, so when you get a chance, there is an app, brother and sister, download it. I mean, it does not hurt. Now, if you don't want to, it's up to you. It's called Smart News. Smart News is decent because pretty much you get news from, here and there, pretty much, right? So they show you a lot of stuff. So keep in mind, Smart News is tight. Let's go in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs. So let's go right here. I may read Proverbs again. Let's check this out. Bear with me. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel, right? Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 11 and verses 1 through 2. Ezekiel 11. So this is the book of Ezekiel. Okay, bear with me. This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel, I want to restart my